Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today we are going to be talking about product life cycle and product portfolio analysis as well, hopefully. So without further ado, let's begin. So product life cycle. Product life cycle is basically you can say the life cycle of a product, as the name is self-explanatory. The stages which a product goes through from its launch to its withdrawal from the market. So that's the basic definition, that it can be defined as the life cycle of a product. It describes the different stages a product goes through from its launch to its withdrawal from the market. There are generally four stages in a PLC: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Sometimes there's also research and development as well, where the sales are, of course, there's no sales and there's research going on, the market research and all, and they are coming up with the ideas for the product. And initially, it's finally is like it is introduced into the market. So that's where the product's life cycle actually begins. So like you can say it's a baby over here right now, and that's the old person. So when it's first introduced in the market, at this stage a product is like introduced, so customers don't know about the product, what the customer like, what the product is, or like even if it exists or not. So that's why the promotional costs are at all time high level at this stage, in particular at the introduction stage. And there are barely any sales, but the sales are slowly increasing as the number of customers increase. There's more awareness, there's promotion going on, so sales slowly increase. And then there's the growth phase, where a lot of customers, now the product is known to many customers, like not as many, but at least like the 25% of target market, you can say. So and the sales start to grow steadily, and as the sales are growing steadily, that's why this stage is called the growth stage. Sales, as the sales are increasing, so the promotional costs are reduced, and business try to introduce the to increase the distribution cost. Like they want the product to be available at all the areas of the country or the city, so like all people have access to the product. So like if you have promoted the product, it's not like like customers are like, okay, we want to buy the product, but they can't have it near to them. Like there should be convenience to the customers as well, like they should have it near to the house or something. So like that's why business try to distribute the product after when it enters the growth stage, so like it's available to maximum customers possible. And as the sales are increasing, economies of scale are achieved because business starts buying in bulk. It starts to produce more as there's a high greater demand, so average cost decrease and hence profits increase. And the next stage is the maturity stage, where the sales are at an all-time high level, and slowly starts to decrease. Sales are at a peak, it becomes saturated, there's a stable market share, and sales increase but at a slow rate, not as much as like on the growth rate. You can calculate the gradient, the rate you can calculate with the gradient of this graph. As you can see, this is a much steeper line as compared to this. And this particular area between maturity and decline, it is sometimes referred to as saturation, as like the sales are just they have seemingly stopped increasing, the market has become saturated. After this line, that's where the crisis happens, that the product enters the decline stage. Now what is the decline stage? Decline stage, as the name suggests, it is like when the sales start decreasing, they start declining. Why that might happen is like there's a lot of different reasons, like the product might become obsolete, there might be influx of competitors, availability of substitute goods, etc. And business has two options at this stage: they can either withdraw the product or use extension strategies. Now what are extension strategies? We will just discuss that in a few moments. So basically, product life cycle has four stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Now not all products have the same product life cycle. Some might even last for 25 years or still have not reached decline even after many years, like you can say Coca-Cola and all, or Pepsi. Like they are still in their maturity phase or saturation phase, they don't reach their decline. Why is that? That's because of the extension strategies. So let's see what extension strategies are. These are strategies aimed at extending the life cycle of a product to prevent it from reaching decline stage. That's the basic definition you can give for 2 mark question. So basically you try to extend the life cycle, like before it reaches decline you want it to again start growth and then again reach maturity, and as it starts to decrease you again start it to grow and again maturity. So how is that achieved? That is by like creating a new version of the product targeted at a different segment. You try to make the product a little more different something, repackage the product or rebranding it with new name and image. You can might have seen like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, they sometimes change the wrapper, or like different schemes like sharing is caring or Karachi is love, things like that. To these are some extension strategies they employ. Or you can say these the main thing that Coca-Cola does is that they relaunch the product with a promotional campaign. And sometimes they can use find new uses for the same product, like a product that might be just used for breakfast could also be used for lunch or for some sweet dish desserts, etc. And what else you can say, we can sell it to different geographical markets, for example like exporting the product after the product has been fa- successful in your country. You start to export your products to increase your sales, like if the sales are decreasing in country A, you export it to country B, so there's a chance of sales increasing. And you can add value to the product to include the features. Of course there will be cost involved, and but that's the key idea behind business activities. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. Then they can reduce price to offer or offer discount prices to like customers might forget about the product at a certain time because of the substitute goods. So you reduce the profits, reduce the price, sorry. You reduce the price, customers know, okay, oh yeah, this product also exists, and it might attract some other customers, new ones, or retain the old ones to prevent them from going to competitors. You want to like re-employ the image of the companies. Like the image must be consistent, the promotion must be consistent. And we are going to be discussing about promotion as well in the next couple of videos as well. P the third P, promotion, enforced P's. So that's about the extension strategies. Let's talk about the uses of product life cycle. So product life cycle has its advantages and limitations. It helps a business develop a balanced portfolio of products with products at different stages of life cycle. Now, balanced portfolio of products, you need to know like what product portfolio is, but so I'll just explain that as well first. Product or portfolio is the entire range of products offered by a business. It consists of different product lines, and each line there are different variants. Like, take an example of Apple Incorporations. They have this iPhones, iPads, Macintosh, Apple Watch, TV, music. This is the product lines. They are different product lines, and in each line there are variants of each product lines. The iPhone 11 Pro, iPhone 11, iPhone SE, iPhone XR. All these are variants of this product line. Like in iPads, this iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad, and iPad Mini. All these are variants. So that's this whole thing is basically the product portfolio. All the products that are offered by a particular business. Of course, this is not the complete product portfolio for Apple, but it's just a small part of it. Now, what is product portfolio analysis? Product portfolio analysis is used to assist in planning product development and thereby achieving marketing objectives. How are marketing objectives achieved by product portfolio analysis? If you ask, it's by analyzing an existing portfolio to decide which product should receive more or less investment, adding new products to the portfolio, or deciding which product should be eliminated. Like, if a business has an objective of growth, they might want to reduce the prices of some products. So those particular products are they they see their product portfolio and see which of them have a elastic nature. So if they reduce price, the quantity demanded increases a lot. So that's the basic idea that they want to use for product life cycle. Then they might have to, like, if their aim is profit maximization, so they might want to have a new branded product product with many USPs, so that it has a stable market share, its own market, that competitors can't provide that level of that particular product. So that's how they can increase their profits as well. Basic idea is that it helps in the achieving market objectives by seeing what the products business currently has, which products are at a decline stage that should be eliminated, which products need more growth, they are growing stage, so they need more promotion, more distribution, and stuff like that. Now back to our product life cycle. So that's about, now what this advantage really means is that products should be at different stages of life cycle. So for example, if product A has reached maturity, product B should be at growth and product C should be at introduction. So cross subsidization occurs. What is that? It's just an economic term, an A2 term you can say, over which where the basic idea is that the profits of one product covers up the loss of the other product. So overall the business can not have a negative cash flow, they have a positive cash flow, so the profits can be used for investment in the other products. So overall the business keeps growing. That's the biggest advantage of product life cycle. Then it helps a business to plan ahead with new products, take out old products from the markets, identify gaps for new products. So if you know that okay, one product is at introduction, one is at maturity, there should be one at growth as well. So try to increase promotion so that one product can reach growth and they can start planning for a different product at introduction stage. It helps to determine the type of marketing required for each product, like as I discussed earlier about the promotion thing, that how much promotion is required for a product at each stage. At introduction stage there is a maximum promotion, and as the sales increase the promotion is reduced. At decline there is no promotion at all, or perhaps a little promotion, so like you can get rid of the leftover stock and withdraw the product from the market. Then it provides information for the use of marketing mix, like when there's high promotional expenditure in growth, this penetration pricing could be introduced, or extension strategies before decline. All these three are examples of how marketing mix is used along with product lifecycle. Product lifecycle basically helps in the use of marketing mix. So when these extension strategies are used before decline, how we use these extension strategies, it's all about part of our marketing mix. Then there are some limitations as well. The exact span of life cycle for a product is often difficult to estimate. You can't estimate how much long the product will last, or it's not always easy to classify the stages as well. And extension strategies not always reverse the decline of a product. Sometimes they are not successful and the product still goes to decline. Many products do not even have a complete life cycle, like some are still in the growth stage, some are still in maturity, some have not reached decline, and some reach decline before going to growth or maturity. Some directly are introduced and they decline. There's no growth at all, no maturity, nothing, they just decline. So not all products have a complete life cycle. It is not useful in a very dynamic market where external changes can reduce the value of planning with PLC. So if you have planned that okay, my product can be like this, if I invest more in promotion I could get that. No, because competitors can arise there. If there are more competitors, there's an instability, as in like the government is not stable, and there's a constant change in income groups, and also an average income is always fluctuating. So that these are some factors that can limit the use of PLC. And the final thing is that it is expensive for multi-product business. It's not easy to do the product life cycle analysis for multiple products. If a business have multiple products, for example thousands of them, they can't construct thousands of life cycles. So that's all about today. We have talked about product life cycle, the differentiation and all. Sorry for the voice lag and all, I was not too well today I guess. Okay, jazakallah for watching. Allah Hafiz.